right, as some of the key fundamental issues of why this process has been undermined, from Bill Clinton to George Bush II to now Obama. And that's our work that I think from this point forward, we have to take back and really have a duty to explain to our base and to the society at large what took place here within the past couple of days, how they came up with this decision, what compromises were made, what things did folks hold the line on. And then I think we really need, for us in the United States, I think to expose at a deeper level the Obama administration. And I think there's an analogy that comes to mind about truth and reconciliation. And I think the thing that we really need to expose is that he's committed to an exercise of truth and reconciliation with those who perpetrated the crimes, some of the greatest crimes against humanity over the past 8 years. Meaning he's willing to make peace with all the reactionaries and Republicans at our expense. So there's no commitment fundamentally to social justice, to racial equality within his agenda and platform. And his boycott, and his administration's boycott, calls that clearly into question. And I think that's something that many of us who attended this, who haven't necessarily all been on the same page as members of civil society, of how we're going to relate to Obama, we have to now, I think, come to some clear agreement. We're not going to agree on everything. We don't have to. But I think the actions now speak louder than words, right? And their actions have, as Jim said, has been defining. I think we have to make this a defining moment of his administration and give him hell, and his administration hell, for the next 3.5 years based on this going forward. I don't think there's any other route that I think we can take in principle, not out of expediency, but in principle. I think that we have to take in terms of moving forward to address this and really call into question the deep underlying structures and not get lost in the things that the media is putting out there, but I think really expose the history, particularly one of the histories that's been lost, that they've objected to the whole piece around reparations for African indigenous peoples from day one. That's not a sideline issue, it's not a secondary issue, that's a fundamental issue, it's been a fundamental issue, it's going to remain a fundamental issue. And the primary reason is if that's granted acknowledged in any fundamental respect, it calls the entire edifice, the entire nature of the United States and the rest of the civil colonial projects into question. And it demands a radical transformation of all these projects. And we have to put that on the table because, social justice demands it within the United States. And really, in some respects, you're looking at where this whole course is going ecologically, militarily, otherwise, the peoples of the world demand it. So I think our piece from this going forward is, yeah, it was just a game, a sham, a fix, whatever you want to call it, that just took place. But it's a new opportunity for us. I think that we have to look at it from that perspective of exposing what just took place and educating our base and educating our people. I think that's the perspective we need to have going forward.
Thank you.